Hey there, welcome. This is the James Show, News Talk 820 WBAP, now on FM at 93.3. Welcome to the big show. We're going to play some Dead or Alive. How's that sound? Right now, if you are interested in winning tickets, Amy Grant, Lucas Oil Live inside Windstar World Casino and Resort, March 1st. If you want 2 tickets, call now, 800-288-9227, 800-288-9227. If you want 2 tickets to see Amy Grant, call in. We'll put you on hold. Then we'll pick you up, and I'm going to ask you 10 celebrities, the Donald edition of Dead or Alive. All you have to do is name if they are dead or alive, and someone's going to get 2 tickets to see Amy Grant March 1st. 800-288-9227, 800-288-9227. So, did you hear about the big mass shooting that happened in New Orleans? Oh, you didn't? Oh, that's so weird, because you would think, they're so worried about mass shootings in America that it's always big news. No, it's not big news because it doesn't fit the narrative. See, when I tell you stories like this, it's not just to show you, oh, the media is inconsistent. They don't report on all shootings equally. That's true. The media is inconsistent and they don't report on all mass shootings equally. However, let me use the great metaphor from a guy named Jesse Kelly when he was talking about the COVID, when all the people were breaking the COVID mandates, when Gavin Newsom went and ate at the French Laundry restaurant with his little elite friends while me and you weren't allowed to go to restaurants. Remember that? He says, if someone says, don't go in anyone's front yard because there's landmines, but then you see him dancing in his front yard, you wouldn't think, oh, this guy's a hypocrite. You would think, oh, he's lying about the landmines. That's what we're doing here. They're lying by omission when they don't report on some mass shootings, but other mass shootings, we got to hear about them for a good week or two, and then we got to get the regular updates. And, well, here's what happened with the Uvalde situation. Here's what happened with the Parkland situation. Here's what they're dealing with. It's this other shooting that still tugs at your heartstrings, but 12 people shot here in New Orleans, doesn't matter. And if you go try and look this story up, guess what? There's 2 of them that happened this year in New Orleans. 2. Go look up 12 people shot in New Orleans. There was one in April and there was one last week. Now, isn't that weird? Why is that? Why do they only report on the shootings that fit the narrative? Because the narrative is a lie. The narrative is just meant to scare you because they're trying to take away your gun rights. It really is that simple. I could go into more details on a future show, but right now, I want to give away these tickets. Mr. Jovi, hit the theme. We're going to play Dead or Alive. All right. Thank you, Mr. Jovi. Welcome to Dead or Alive. I am your host, James Parker. It's a game show where I name 10 celebrities. You guess if they're dead or alive. Someone's going to win some tickets to see Amy Grant. My first contestant is going to be Barbara. Barbara in Dallas. You ready for Dead or Alive?
Yes.
Now, hang on. People always say this.
What?
That they're ready, and then they go and miss the first one. Don't be so sure about it. Be like, I hope so, or I think so, or probably. I imagine I'm ready. Can you just put a little deference in it?
I am going to win.
I don't think that's what I was looking for there. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Let's try it. This is the Donald edition, Barbara. She's just going to...
Donald.
Yeah, so she's going to be...
big.
She's going to
win big.
Oh, okay. First one. Donald Glover. He's a great actor. I know him as Childish Gambino, his music alter ego. But the actor Donald Glover, dead or alive?
Dead.
Damn it, no. He's only 40.
Oh, okay.
See, this is what I was talking about, Barbara. This is... Oh.
I mean, lose big. Okay.
All right, hang on. Maybe we'll go back to her. We can just cycle through. What about Joe in Fort Worth? You ready for Dead or Alive?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we already missed Donald Glover. What about Michael McDonald?
Alive.
Michael McDonald? Yes, he is alive. 72 years old. Donald Sutherland?
Alive.
No, Donald Sutherland died
Dead.
Oh, you said dead. I thought you said alive. He said dead. Judges? Okay, you're good. Let's go. Donny Osmond, dead or alive?
Alive.
Sam Donaldson, the anchor, Texan, by the way. He was born and raised in El Paso, did a little TV time here, and then moved on to the big leagues. Sam Donaldson, dead or alive?
Dead.
Oh, no, he's alive. I can understand why you would say that. He's 90 years old. You just hadn't seen him in a while there, Joe. Thank you, sir. This is Brandon and Rowlett. You ready for Dead or Alive?
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. This is a guy who learns. In the Donald edition, we're down to Don Knotts. Is he dead or alive?
Dead.
Don Knotts is dead. Well done. The actor Don Cheadle from Boogie Nights. Don Cheadle, dead or alive?
Alive.
He is alive.
Alive.
Comedian legend Don Rickles, dead or alive?
Dead.
Yeah, he's been dead for a long time. I miss that guy, though. Wasn't he funny?
Oh, he was so good.
Next one, the greatest boxing promoter of all time, Don King, dead or alive?
Dead.
No, he's 93 years old.
What?
I know, he's still alive.
He's standing, and he still has Tyson's money. Well, all right.
Yeah, he probably has a nice standard of living at 93 years old. Thank you, Brandon. Scott and Cleburne.
Yeah.
You're in a lucky situation here. There's only one guy left.
Well, lucky's good.
How do you feel about your chances?
50-50.
Okay, I can take that. Let's try this one. Donald Rumsfeld. For the tickets to see Amy Grant, is Donald Rumsfeld dead or alive?
Alive.
No, he's not alive. Barbara, your patience paid off. You just, guess what? You won Dead or Alive.
I did?
Yeah. Thank you for hanging on. The last guy missed it, so it rolls over to the top of the phone bank here, and that was you again, Barbara.
I told you I'd win big.
I guess you did. I guess it worked out good for you. Well, I'm glad your prophecy came to be. Hold on. Garrett's going to get your information. We'll email you some tickets. For the rest of us who want to go see Amy Grant at WinStar World Casino March 1st, you got to get your tickets at winstar.com. Winstar.com. Coming up next, Jussie Smollett just got his conviction overturned. Does this mean he's going to get off scot-free for one of the lamest political hoaxes ever? 800-288-9227. We'll talk about that next on The James Show. I'm James Parker. It's News Talk 820 WBAP, now on FM at 93.3. Hey there, welcome to The James Show. It's News Talk 820 WBAP, now on FM at 93.3. This isn't a big headline. This isn't an important headline. This is just a storyline that you know, and I think you'd be interested to follow this. Jussie Smollett got his conviction overturned. Do you understand what that means? That means the official story coming from the Jussie Smollett camp is, get this, this is what was just determined in court, that he was walking home from Subway in a polar vortex in negative 15-degree weather at 1:32 in the morning, and two big guys wearing MAGA hats recognized him, even though he's all bundled up, wearing a big coat and probably a hat and doesn't even have most of his face exposed. They noticed him from across the street, from his work on Empire, probably motivated by his political activism. They threw some ethnic slurs at him, punched him, beat him up, threw bleach on him, put a noose on him, said this is MAGA country, and ran off laughing into the distance. The cops, when they responded to the call there, showed up at his house, and the body cam footage is hilarious. They show up, and he's still wearing the noose. And he's explaining to himself, explaining what happened. And he's like, yeah, and then they put this noose on me. And the cop, he's a Chicago cop. He's like, and you still got it on? That's what we all said. Would you just wear it? If someone beat you up, called you an ethnic slur, put a noose on you, would you be wearing it 40 minutes later around the apartment like it's leisure wear? Like you just got a new scarf for Christmas? It's one of the least believable hoaxes possible. Like, not only is he dumb, he's so dumb to realize other people aren't dumb enough to fall for it. Like, this is like window licking level of dumb, this hoax. And it just got overturned. His conviction just got overturned. You have got to be kidding me. So there's some judge out there that saw the evidence. He's like, oh, okay. Well, even though this is the first time I've ever seen a case where someone had bleach thrown on them. I mean, think about how dumb this story is. There's two racist Trump supporters in their MAGA hats actively carrying bleach at 2 a.m. in downtown Chicago. What's the likelihood of that? What's the likelihood that anybody at any given time, anywhere on planet Earth, is going to have both bleach and a noose readily available? It's not even for the 5 seconds that you look into it. It's not believable. And I used to just tear my hair out. Oh my God. I used to just freak out because for a month after this happened, he's just going on interview after interview and he's crying and people are pretending like they believe this. I don't think one person that interviewed him believed it. I don't think when they talked about it on Stephen Colbert and Ellen Page, who was still Ellen Page at the time, was all crying, this is kind of stuff. Bro, if you fall for this is a good litmus test on how dumb people are. Do you buy the Jussie Smollett story? Now, as ridiculous as it is, I need you to digest this. There's some judge in Chicago who heard that story and is like, that sounds like it could be true. I'm going to have to overturn his conviction. Is there really a judge that dumb? No. Our court system is corrupt, especially in Chicago. Doesn't matter how ridiculous a case is or can be. What you learn from this is somewhere is a dishonest judge that's willing to swing a gavel on it. And that makes more sense when you look at how did Trump go from his first 78 years of life without committing a crime, then all of a sudden he has 34 felonies. All it takes is a judge or two like this goober. We know they exist. If Jussie Smollett did anybody any favor, he made that something you cannot deny for the rest of your life. There are some garbage judges out there who are so politically motivated, they'll accept any lie, no matter how ridiculous, and rule on it. Even the Jussie Smollett situation. That's the lesson. All right, this is your last reminder. BlessedBeTheFruit.org is your home for Project 2025 implementation. Remember, after the inauguration, single women of childbearing age, you must register for selective service. It's kind of like the draft for guys, but this is for single women of childbearing age. It's a new thing. But listen, ladies, good news. You'll be able to use your registration card for discounts on Meow Mix, Chick-fil-A, and kitchen utensils. Register today at BlessedBeTheFruit.org. Stick around. Coming up next, Mark Levin. After this, if you need more James action, I understand. Go check out the podcast, WBAP.com, WBAP app, or wherever you're already listening to podcasts. Go search for it, type it, find it out, subscribe, like it, love it, live it, share it on your social media. I've got kids. I'm James Parker. This has been The James Show. News Talk 820 WBAP, now on FM at 93.3.